Alright, let's get back into this. It's loading kind of slow today. Let's shut down all extraneous things just to be safe. There we go. Alrighty then. We are about ready to take on the Umbrage Lord. We also gained a shade at the end of our stream yesterday. There's not much we can do with him though. They can only equip jewelry. Now, since I'm going to be taking on the Umbrage Lord, I'm going to break camp with these guys and combine all of my forces.
As you make your way through the terrain, your herbalist spots an area where you can harvest some good herbs. They grow inside a hollowed tree, but beware, there seems to be a lot of spider webs surrounding the place. "These webs look thicker than I like. We best be quick about our business here," exclaims one of your men. Your herbalist carefully picks the right herbs, while the rest of the men keep a wary eye out for trouble. You already picked some of the herbs, but you notice that there is a larger patch further down the path. However, that area has a sticky white blanket of webs thrown all over it.
Oh well, even though it's my gathering group, they should be able to handle a spider queen pretty easily.
Those with knowledge of the animal world in your party huddle together in talks. Taking their time to analyze the scene, they point to the pattern of the webs as well as signs of spider eggs in the distance. It is clear that your party may face a spider queen, or at least her best minions if they risk venturing forth. On the other hand, the men inform the group that such lairs can also hold precious resources.
So I'm going to fight them, and it's still going to be an auto-resolve.
After a tough fight, you finally clear the area of those nasty spiders. Within their lair, you discover some more herbs as well as bodies of fallen men and women who are clearly not as lucky as you. You search the area for any usable loot.
So, do not need any of the gear. I'll take the resources though. And let's continue trying to join up.
The whole land is shaken with tremors. Groans and thudding footsteps are heard throughout. Many people get bruised and thrown about, but the tremors eventually stop.
Luckily those wounds will heal before we start the fight.
You are ambushed. A group of thugs stands in your way, bearing weapons and vile grins on their unshaven faces. They look determined and unafraid. From their confident stance and sideways glances, you suspect they may have friends hiding nearby. One of them steps forwards and speaks. "Your goods or your lives. We need some metals and a weapon or two. We're not too greedy. We can do this the easy way, or, well, you know the rest. We're just fine with either."
So let's see if we can't get an extra body to throw at this Umbrage Lord by doing a social challenge.
There are those among you who know how to talk to people, but you can see it isn't going to be an easy challenge. Nevertheless, your best people enter into a hot debate with the would-be attackers.
Got my MVP, the snake. Let's see. So if he pokes, that's 4, and then he will do 22 in his 2 attacks, so that's enough to kill that guy. I'm happy with that. And then we will send out our shielded attacker. Okay, he kills him, no problem. In fact, I could just poke him to death. Send out another shield. Alright, counter offense has a good chance of working at level 3. Sweet. And let's go ahead and counter Tic Tac. So yeah, this fight is going to be nice and easy. Support this last guy for max damage.
You spoke of the fall of mankind, you spoke of the camaraderie of fellow beings, of the rebirth of Thea and of common goals. The bandits were not convinced, so you spoke of sickly children, of the old Granny Helena who is on her last legs, and of the unfortunate young Henrik who fell prey to a Lyho's trick. Despite themselves, the ruffians seem moved by your plea. They not only leave you be, but also leave some supplies for poor Granny Helena.
Poor Granny Helena. She's been dying for 500 turns. But I always appreciate permanent stat increases. Those are always wonderful to see. No bandit though. That's okay. We don't really need that body. Let's continue trying to join up. Umbrage Lord is right there. Okay, let's combine powers. So even though I can only use 12 cards per fight, by having 33 warriors, as the Umbrage Lord kills them off, because that's going to happen, I'll have others to replace them, and that's kind of the point. Let's see, our supplies are fine. Let us do this. Okay, get there. Let me double check my supplies, make sure we got max bonuses. We do. It's time to take down the Umbrage Lord and end this run.
You approach the lair of the Umbrage Lord, and it is suitably steeped in grim darkness and stale, musty air. In an underground chamber stands a large figure, barely humanoid, made of pure darkness. You finally stand in the presence of the Umbrage Lord, and he is not running this time.
And now time to start the 10 skull fight. Or is that 15? I think red is 3 times. Oh well. This is gonna hurt. A lot. Okay, we got not our best warriors in our hand, but we'll make do. Okay, starting out. I guess top warrior first. We got 87 damage coming at us, which will kill him. Our options are not the greatest. Her counter tactic might actually work at level 21. I'm pretty sure it'll catch a shade at least. And that's a nice shield. So I could do that. That still leaves us open to a lot of attacks coming in. Okay, the tactic worked. I'm gonna shield him. Okay. We got a lot of damage coming at us on the second turn. We need to try to maximize the damage that we deal. I could do a double poke. Yeah. Okay, what are our options now? I have a good shot at countering this tactic card as well. I think it's worth it. Nope. Okay, so that was a bit of a waste now. We'll throw out our bear. He's kind of useless at this point. And I could give someone extra damage, or I could shield somebody for a ton. And I think shielding might be the better way to go right now. And let's see how this works. Okay, we've lost 2. We killed 1. Killed 2, lost 3, 4, 5, 6. We lost 6 and killed 3. Okay. Options this time. This counter tactic has a chance of working on one of the shades only? No, it doesn't. They're going to be level 19 or up. So, given that information, this guy's going to get an attack off no matter what. If I shield her, she could absorb it. Or I could sacrifice the Baba Yaga. Well, it's trample damage, so it's going to carry over no matter what. I suppose we will just shield her as best we can. She'll at least absorb that attack. He's not going to attack, which is good. Given that, I could poke him once to ensure he's wounded and then send out another warrior. Let's do that. Send out the hammer. So ideally, he'll hit the shade first, kill it, and then carry over damage either to this Umbrage Lord or to whatever the next enemy is going to be. So let's send out another warrior. And she got first action. That's very unfortunate because now she has 123 life. So yeah, this thing's gonna weaken her, he's gonna kill her, and have damage carry over to the witch. That sucks. Oh, and the shades are low enough that I could potentially counterattack it. I could confuse it actually, now that I see that. Hell yeah! And let's just try for that tactic. Sweet. One less card to deal with. Oh, I should have saved my poke for that one. Hindsight. It's going to do 35 damage. We'll send out our bandit to absorb that. And then our hammer. Support the hammer and send out Baba Yaga. Well, they did not attack exactly how I wanted them to. So, we just lost a lot of people again. We're doing alright though. Okay, the Umbrage Lord is out. I'm gonna poke him. He's got a ton of damage coming at me. So my weakest attacker, sadly, is our snake. Oh, even the Moroki was up there. Okay, at least one of these is a shade, so I'm going to counter tactic that one. I do not have a confuse that'll work this time. I do have a first action I could use. Not that it's going to do amazing work, but it will do some work. And I think it will be her. And then I could support her for as much damage as possible to start bringing him close to death. Or it could be her. She's got a little bit more damage. 3 more. Yeah. So instead we need somebody to take this hit. He can absorb most of it. He'll finish absorbing it. Then my 2 hammers. Okay. I need to use this first action on her. So, support, 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 first action. Okay, the Umbrage Lord is almost dead. And we have gone through half of our people. Alright. Next. So there's the Umbrage Lord, or Mroki. Never mind, this is the Umbrage Lord. Assuming he attacks her, he's gonna kill her and still have 68 damage coming across. She, or he, one of those. He can absorb it. Then we'll send out our hammer. Okay, we got both shades going on. I can go ahead and poke that one. Level 14. I don't have a confuse that'll work, sadly. But we can survive its attacks. We'll send out our ghost and then him. I guess shield him greatly. Do some support. Oh, so close. Okay, we got rid of the Umbrage Lord at least, and now we just have a single Mroki to deal with. We're going to survive this, but it's going to be interesting to see how many people actually die following this fight. Thankfully, we don't have Bloodbath on. This would be virtually impossible to do it and survive. Level 48, I have no chance of confusing it. At this point, I don't even have any more spears left. He's got 128 damage coming out, so we need to shield her. Not enough, it's 124. But just in case, and then we'll send out our top 2 shields and then the rest, and we should have this. Wow. We win!
Defeated by mere flesh creatures? No!
The Umbrage Lord falls to his knees, and the darkness inside of him devours his body, then dissolves into thin air, leaving only small patches behind. One of these patches looks like a shadow creature, but with your victory, you feel you can dominate the fiend to serve you instead.
I don't really need that, don't need the gear, definitely don't need that. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26 of our 33 warriors are dying.
The darkness forms into a creature and obeys your command.
Cool. Now that I need it anymore, there's nothing left to do. Let's see how close I can get to all 5 levels in one run. Not even 4 levels. Ouch. We've only taken part in 15% of the events. Interesting. Well, I want to see how many people actually die. Let's see, who has my best medic skill? Bear with 2, that's so hilarious. So 14, plus I could equip him with this to make it 19. He's my best medic because I can give him this, make it 22. And then we only have an 8% chance of dying. Sounds like a plan to me. In fact, I can make it better now that I think about it. Go up to this medic. He has armor with medic skill on it. Bettermere. Bam. 24. We have a 6% chance of dying now. Let's see how many do. I have just enough movement to camp. Let's roll the dice. Nobody died that turn. And they're healing. Let's do another. We defeated the Umbrage Lord and not a single person actually died. We had 24, or was it 26 chances of somebody perishing. And we rolled high on all of them. Alright, well, we have nothing left to accomplish in this game. We have finished the main God's quest. We have completed the Giant's threat. We've done the advancement victory. Technically, I could try to get 7 more people to get all 4 of them, but not really needed. All on a 215% difficulty. So I think that ends this run. Let's go ahead and jump into a new one. And I should have unlocked both Lada and a random god. I think I'm going to play Lada next. In game. And so you have learnt that the cosmic tree was destroyed by man, and with it, burned the cosmic balance in Thea. As a result, the darkness took its cold grip upon the world. You were not swayed by the pleas of the night children, wanting to stay in the dusk, nor were you convinced by their logic of the old scientists, who sought to destroy all magic. Upon finding the last remaining hope, the seed of the cosmic tree, you bested the master trickster Zeme, and took the seed from his clutches. When the dust settled, the seed took its fresh, fragile roots where once the cosmic tree stood. A single green branch stretched its delicate hand towards you before disappearing from the realm of man into the safety of another dimension. There, it will grow and strengthen, and in centuries to come, the darkness will be beaten, and high magic will return to Thea. Over the next few decades, the curse of the darkness will slowly lift from the souls of the elder children, the elves. In time, they will begin rebuilding their ancient groves and take stewardship of the magical domain once more. Your village will continue to thrive and grow. It will likely meet with many trials and tribulations, but whatever becomes of it, you have secured the future of Thea and of mankind. You guided your people to solve the mystery of your own divine fate and discover how your godly powers were assaulted. You found the culprits, the scholars from the Grand University of Cracovia, arrogant enough to challenge the Pantheon, and you learnt of their mad plan to strip away divine influence from Thea. Your worshippers were brave and worthy enough to face many challenges in your name and prove themselves true champions of the Pantheon. Your champions chose to honor tradition and restore the old balance for the gods, ensuring stability and prosperity for the future. In their mortal existence, they will likely not bear witness to your full rebirth, but, in time, the Pantheon will stand anew, and you will take your place among your divine family. The fate of Thea may yet change. Humanity's path will take its twists and turns, but thanks to your brave champions, you will have the power to help your people along the way, whatever road they choose. The return of the giants. In the old days, the giants hummed their everlasting song of life, and thus they gave their power to Thea, shaping the mountains, the rivers, and all the land. Gentle and wise, the builders walked the lands in peace until came the time of the little folk. The ancient, wondrous creatures became a danger for their smaller kin, and so, with the aid of elder forces, the giants began their eternal slumber. In the state of ever dreaming, their song of life would continue to keep Thea whole, but also to keep the little ones safe. Alas, when the pillars of the world fell and the cosmic tree burnt, all the laws of Thea crumbled into pieces. During the long night, the darkness devoured the lands and extinguished almost all life before the miraculous return of the sun. But unknown to anyone, it also seeped into the dreams of the giants, slowly corrupting their hearts, minds, and souls. Thus the Umbrage Lord, a creature of pure chaos and destruction, was born, and awakened to wreak devastation onto Thea once more. Even after the sun's return, even if the cosmic tree's power was restored, the rise of the giants could undo it all and thrust the lands right back into despair. Just as the Song of Life once gave peace to Thea, so it now had the power to shatter it into pieces. But you, a deity sworn to protect your people, you stood up to the growing darkness, and you guided your followers to face the Umbrage Lord and his shadow minions. As ever, the future remains unclear. Who knows what dangers still lurk behind the veil? But for now, the giants have been tamed once more, and with a bit of luck, you'll survive long enough for them to fall into the slumber once more. And that ends our run of Horus on Thea the Awakening.